All right, guys, so I have UJ pulled up here. Today I'm going to be giving you guys a day by day, candle by candle analysis of this past first week of November, okay? From October 31st to November 5th, okay? Before I get really into that day by day price action, I have the month pulled up here because I really want to show you guys the bigger picture of what I'm looking at and exactly where price is at on, the bigger picture. So, yeah, where this is where price is at. The market closed at 146.770. All right. Interesting thing about where market closed at was that, this is an area that, price hasn't been, guys, in over 20 years. 20 years back in 1998. We can go in here and I can show you guys, we spent 3 years, I mean 3 months, right here. This June, we spent June, July, and August, before we actually broke back down. We felt to test this area, and then before that, we felt to test this area as well, and it's like, okay, well, this is a very, we're moving into a very, very, very strong area of resistance, okay? The last time that this area was a support was back in 1978. Okay, so we could say back in 1978. So I wanted to say, okay, well, old support, now resistance. You can see where we came back down and we came to retest that area, right? We shot back down. We came up again and tested again. Boom, we shot back down. We came up, tested again. We shot back down. We shot back down. Okay, it wasn't until 2012 where we really started making those higher highs and higher lows into the uptrend that we're in now. Okay, and now that we're back up here, we can see that price price has shown us an interesting pattern. So let me clear some of this stuff off, and then let's go right into this monthly really quick. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time right here in the monthly, but I do want to show you guys this pattern. Okay, I want to show you guys what everybody's looking at, into this month. Mind you guys, I'm on the monthly. This is only 5 days worth. This candlestick right here, this bearish candlestick that we're seeing, is only 5 days. We're only 5 days into November, so that's why I want to show you guys. So yeah, we're at a strong area of resistance. You guys can see that even with the candlesticks prior, the wicks are upper wicks are longer. Showing that price is being rejected more and more. And the bodies of the candles, even though they're still big, they're getting smaller. Right here at the top, we have arguably, one could say that this is a dark cloud cover. I'm going to say this is a dark cloud cover because, it's a weak one, but nonetheless, it's still a dark cloud cover. Okay. So we do got this big bullish candlestick prior. Okay. And one of the things that, is required that a big bullish, here, I'm going to do this for you guys so that you guys can see. So one thing is that, okay, big bullish first candlestick. Too much time into this, but big bullish candlestick. Um, Another thing would be a gap up, you know, um, after the first candle. Okay. The third thing would be a push of more than 50% into the first candle. Okay. And I think that's like the basics right there. The basics. There's other things that obviously can make the signal a lot stronger. But just for the basics, this is what we're gonna look at. Big bullish first candlestick, a gap up. Someone might say, okay, well, I don't really see the gap up. A lot of the times you may not get the gaps, in a lot of these patterns, but they still can be valid. But this is why I say it's a weak dark cloud cover, because if you see here, this first candle, it closes at, and I'm looking up here, guys, it'll show you the open and close and the numbers I'm looking at. We can see here where the C is, that it closed at 144. Oh no, we're looking at this one, guys. We're seeing that for the month of October, we closed at 148.742. 0.742. We saw a 2%, 2.77% increase that month. Okay. But anyway, we closed at 148.742. We opened this month at 148.753. So 148.742, 148.753. So I mean, it's only 11 pips, but still, that's still a gap up that we opened, very, very, very small. So which this dark cloud cover is weak. But then we do have the 30% push down. I mean, more than 50%. I think it's bare minimum, guys. What I'm saying is weak. It's like might be exactly at 50. You guys can measure that out. Might be exactly at 50%. And so that's two of three, out of the dark cloud cover. It's still a dark cloud cover, but it's a weak signal, and obviously a stronger bearish, obviously dark cloud at the top of an uptrend is, it's a bearish reversal pattern, but it's not too strong. A stronger one would have been like if this red candle would have completely engulfed this, this just let me know, hey, the trend might change. It might not necessarily reverse. We might see it go into another sideways action, before it, it might continue to go up. It just showing us that, hey, the trend may change. Coming off of 3 big bullish months of, the bulls having so much power, and so coming into this month, like I'm not surprised that we're already down, going into this. I don't want to get faked out. For all I know, bulls could push this candlestick up, and it could be a really big bullish candlestick, just like this one, with a very long lower wick, pushing into this candlestick, and you sold, and you thought it was gonna go, and you kind of left hanging there. So I need more confirmation, So let's go into the weekly before I go into the thing. I just want to show you guys why you can't get faked out of this. It's not a bearish engulfing, it's a dark cloud cover, which is like a weaker bearish engulfment. But anyway, this thing is known for big pushes up, small pullbacks, you know big pushes up, small pullbacks. This area is concerning because it's not as smooth as this one. It's definitely not smooth as this one, but we had a lot of trouble there. But look, we still pushed up. When I'm looking at this area for the week, you gotta remember, like these candles for the weekly is a representation of when price pushed down, was able to push back from this high and then continue to push down into here. So this is 3 weeks of candlesticks. Obviously now going into our fourth, we can see price moving, guys, but 3 candlesticks, small bodies, longer wicks. We can see that there was a lot of pressure, lot of indecisiveness. For all I know, price could go right here, could drop down to this area and just continue into its uptrend. Or we could see that push down to the fall if we get a candlestick that closes over this and continues to push down into that area of more recent support. So that's why that's just like my mindset behind where what I see when I see this dark cloud cover at the top of an uptrend. Okay. So now we're gonna go into the daily, and I'm gonna give you guys what I said I was gonna give you guys, which is a day by day, okay, analysis, okay, of this. All right. So TradingView has this really, really cool feature where you can go in and you can do a candlestick analysis, go back. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So I have the chart pulled up. This is exactly how people saw this chart literally before the week started. Okay, so this was that Friday prior, the end of October, that Friday the 28th. This was the Saturday, Sunday. Now we're looking into it. November hasn't came yet. We're looking to see, what the first week of this month is gonna be like. Okay. So the first thing I'm just gonna say, just off tops, obviously, is that we are coming down and we're pushing into an area. You guys gotta remember, like, I'm gonna put a line here. This is definitely representative of an area. Okay, we're pushing down into an area of recent support, now resistance. Now we can put this area, right here. You can put it up there. It's an area, all right. And just for this, we'll do more wicks, more wicks, more wicks. We'll put it right there. Okay. So we're going into this area of actually, yeah, we're going into this area. Now, if we look up here at the top where we made this new high, we can see that, like, this, first of all, we got a spinning top right there at the top, okay? Then we got this huge big bearish candle. This huge bearish candle right here was like bigger than pretty much the entire month of entire month of October, damn near almost into September. So boom, we start this downtrend. Okay. And this downtrend right now is going to be ending with what we looked at when we saw this chart when it ended was this morning star. Okay. This morning stars is when you see this at the bottom of a downtrend, it's usually going to be a bullish signal, which means that, price, you can expect for price to continue to go up. But the interesting thing about, this one is that, we were on a short, very, 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 very short downtrend. We can see here we're on a very, very, very short downtrend. Okay. And I want to show you guys when I go to the line is that like we started off with this high. Okay. We came up here, we made this new high, right? Okay. Then we came back down and we made a low. Okay. Made a low from that high. All right. Then we came back up. Okay. And what did we do? We made a higher, no, I'm sorry, guys. We made a lower high. Okay. Let me delete this so it doesn't get sloppy. And then we came down here and what did we make? We made a lower low. Okay. So not even looking at this double top at the top because you guys can see now it's price, that might be rejected. A lower low. All right. Okay. And now we're going up here, and we can see now is that we're actually reaching the neck of that double top. If price pushes, if price pushes back past this double top, then, this is no longer going to be valid. I mean, like, we're on our way up. If we make another double top that, it's in itself, but like we don't, price, obviously double top price is going to go down, but now we're coming up here and we're retesting the neck, Either we're gonna push through or we're gonna continue to go back down, to test that. So, that's also something interesting. But what I brought up for the price, for the price, for the where price is at, they're making those, and I showed you guys the market structure, is because I want to go back to this, okay, and I want to show you guys that price is actually forming a triangle. Okay. So, it's definitely on a downtrend and we see this morning star and it lets me know, okay, well, price is going to go up. Is it going to be one of those things where we're coming down here and we're testing the final test of the support and we're going to send up? I don't know. But I'm just letting you guys know that that's what most people were looking at. So, although it was a short-lived trend, that's what most people are looking at. Downtrend into a morning star. Okay. And I think that for me, if I would have been looking at this, I would have been saying, I would need a bullish candlestick to come and close over the high of this entire morning star, okay? Or a gap up, that let me know, okay, we're for sure gonna be going up. So let's get into it. All right, so this next candlestick, which is gonna be this Monday, if you guys look up here at the top, it'll show you guys the exact highs where it opened, the lows, all that good stuff. We got our next candlestick, we can see it had a gap. I'm going to remove this so that you guys can see. It wasn't gap up, and we did get a big bullish candlestick that closed above the high of this morning star. So I'm like, you know what, this is actually looking good. It's actually looking like, this might actually been this. Now, when I said it's a weak morning stars, because we do have price action over here with these longer wicks and things like that. I know that prices continuing to go down and test this area. So it's like I don't really know. Still not sure as to how far it's gonna go up. But that right there was a good move. Most people would be like, okay, good time to buy, but everything's so close in space right here. You guys know that even if we go back and we're looking at that, okay, now we're back at, we broke that double top. We're back there at that high, pretty much in the same place. So the next candlestick, and this is a Marabusu right here at the bottom, big belt, longer wick, longer wick, but then a shorter wick. Let me know that, you know, um, price is being less rejected as I would have thought. But then we get this hammer. Okay, so it's like, wow, everything's looking so bullish. Now on Tuesday, we get this hammer. And okay, well, the hammer at the uptrend, yes, so it's not a really big uptrend. It's still an uptrend. It's a very short uptrend, but it's still an uptrend. Okay, And it's like, wow, we were seeing all this bullish energy, then all of a sudden we get this hammer. It's like, what is, what's really going on? Like, okay, I told you guys we're at a place of strong resistance, but we're also at a place where, we can look at here and it's like you can see this triangle, you know, you can see this triangle, okay? You can see that, this triangle is serving as this trend line right here is serving as area of resistance, okay? Price is not pushing, it's not able to close past it, okay? And that is something to pay attention to. So the Tuesday comes, we get this hammer, we go all the way down, and we're able to, to go really, really far down into just where that weight we went further down until, or even the week started, we were able to push it up. The body of the candle price really only dropped 0.35%, 1/3 of a percent, down. So it's still interesting that there's no upper wick. You guys, no upper wick, same wick. We got the tweezer tops coming right here at the top, right, respecting this trend line that we have. I mean, these are things that I'm paying attention to. So if I see this tweezer top, this hammer, bam, I know price is about to go down. I know that it's going to be respecting this trend line. So you guys can, see this trend line I'm drawing. You guys can see how it's continuing to respect it. If it goes over, under, I don't, I'm going to see. But those tweezer tops with the hammer at the top of an uptrend, let me know we're going back down. Okay. All right. So the next candlestick comes, which is really interesting. Now we got a double hammer. Okay. Now we're no longer really, at top of this uptrend because the hammer's low went so far. Sellers were able to push it all the way back down to where our support. This whole Wednesday candle hammer was the entire range of our triangle, which was just kind of really, really interesting because once again, small upper wig rejecting this trend line. We did push down after we saw twin bombs. We come all the way down to this area of resistance. Now remember, this is a line, but this is still an area, of support. This is a line, but this is representative of an entire area of support. Okay. So now, if I'm looking at the line chart, you guys can see like we're going from support to resistance now. Okay. So, we're going from support to resistance. We are respecting this channel. Okay. So I'm looking into this next one. What do we get? Boom. Now, I might look at this and say, okay, that looks like a little small little hammer at the top, of the thing. Well, the body of this hammer, I wouldn't classify this as a hammer because the body of the hammer is not 2 times more than the lower wick, but we do have another tweezer top here rejecting the trend line. So I'm expecting for price to go down because I know that that's what it's been continuing to doing, but continue to do. And if we actually look at it, we got other areas. I don't have my support and resistance lines marked up here, but you guys would see that these are areas that that price is being rejected and bouncing off of. All right, so our next candlestick comes, boom. What do we get? We get a big bearish candlestick, okay? On Friday. Friday, we ended with a big bearish candlestick, a candlestick that was bigger. Friday's candlestick was bigger than the entire week's worth of candlesticks, okay? So you guys can see we went down 1.02%, okay? We're on our way down. So I'm looking at this going into this week. I'm going to trade the triangle this week. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys is that we're at an area of strong, really, really strong resistance. We're respecting this trend line and its support. Price is only going to do one of two things after it continues to go through here. We're going to go back down here. We're going to come back up here. We're going to come back up here. How long we're going to consolidate, I don't know. I showed you guys in the other video that it spent 6 or 7 years consolidating this triangle before we reach this uptrend that we're in now, only to find ourselves another triangle. If price breaks past this trend line, I'm going to be looking for places to buy. If price goes below this area of support, I'm going to be looking for opportunities to sell. It's really, really simple. Okay. Now, I'm going to be going more and more into the candlestick day by day to figure out my entries and things like that. But this is what I'm looking for the week, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And good luck this week. Alrighty.